ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। येन धौता गिरः पुंसां विमलैः शब्दवारिभिः तमश्चाज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। नत्वा सरस्वतीं देवीं शुद्धां गुण्यां करोम्यहं पाणिनीयप्रवेशाय लघुसिद्धान्तकौमुदी। हरि ओम्। We are last class we saw the Vartika Gatikarketar Purvapadanam Yan Neshyate, where the Eranekacho Sanyoga Purvasya, this sutra is not applicable everywhere. We have to see if the Purvapada is Gati Saudnyaka or Karaka Saudnyaka. If it is Gati Saudnyaka, if it is Karaka Saudnyaka, then only this Eranekacho Sanyoga Purvasya, this sutra is applicable. Otherwise not. Then in order to understand this Vartika, because Karaka Shabda is used, we saw the small short definition of Karaka. What is Karaka? And example of that Karaka, that also we saw. So what is Karaka? Karaka is that which helps to accomplish that particular action which is there in that sentence. So that action gets accomplished, or some way or the other, that particular thing, whichever word or the thing plays role in the accomplishment of action, is called Karaka. And in that whole word, if the Purva Pada, the first Pada is Karaka, then only Yan will happen. Or if it is Gati Saudnyaka, then only the Yan Adesha will happen. Otherwise, what will happen? If it is not Gati Saudnyaka or it is not Karaka Saudnyaka, then the Eranekacho Sanyoga Purvasya Sutra will not be applicable. Achishnu Dhatu Bhumayam Voriyam, that Sutra will be applicable. One more thing before moving to the next topic. This Yan Adesha happens because of Iko Yanachi also. And with this Sutra also, we do Yan Adesha. Both of them are Yan Adeshas, but the Sutras are different. So in the same way, later also some other Sutras will come, where we will see that same work, similar work will be given by different Sutras. So we may think that, okay, this is the common which is known to me. Okay, Iko Yanachi is known to me. I know Iko Yanachi. But it is not always that Iko Yanachi only be applied everywhere. But this type of different sutras also will be applicable. So after studying this, we understand, okay, no, not that, but by this rule, this has happened, and not the whatever the we understand, something like that it happens. Now, after understanding what is Karaka Saudnya, and after seeing the example of that, we move to the Gati Saudnya. What is Gati Saudnya? So Gati Saudnya, in brief, yesterday we saw. Again, in short, I will explain what is Gati Saudnya, and then we will move to the next topic. Now there is a group of words which is used in Sanskrit language, and that particular word is often, we hear that it is Nipata. Then sometimes the same word we see Acharya will say that it is Upasarga, and sometimes in reference it will come, it is Gati Saudnyaka. Now so this idea I really didn't have any clarity till our Vedanta course, and even after that, when I took it to teach, that time it became clear to me. So what is Gati, Upasarga, and this nipata you must understand. Okay, so nipata is broad idea which covers upasarga, gati, and too many things. So nipata is in general whatever the avyaya we see, whatever avyaya except which comes from avyaya bhava samasa, except which comes from avyaya bhava samasa, that avyaya bhava samasa we have to leave. Originally the word itself will be avyaya. Those words, how those words are named as avyaya, those are named as avyaya because of this sutra, which that sutra which makes the nipata saudhya. So pragrishwaran nipataha, this sutra we saw. So this is first chapter, fourth pada, 56th sutra, until 97th sutra. The topic will be named as Nipata Saudnyaka or Nipata topic. And in that broad topic, small topics will come. Now, Pragrishwara and Nipataha, before that, whatever is discussed will be named as Nipata. So this is Nipata Saudhya. Now, what is discussed in this particular topic? So, Chadayo Satve. So, Chadigana is discussed. They are named as Nipata. Pradigana is discussed. They are also named as Nipata. This is the Gana Patha. See this Sarvadigana, we saw Sarvadigana in Sarvanama. Now this is Swaradigana. Swaradigana. All these words what we see in this, okay, these words, and this is Chadigana. Whole Chadigana, then Pradigana. Okay, these two ganas, Chadigana and Pradigana, these two ganas words are named as Nipata. Okay. This next, this also Uryaditvidachascha, this will also be named as Nipata. So all these ganas are named as Nipata because of Pragrishwara and Nipata. How Chadi will come here? Chadayaha asatve. So Chadi is uttered in this topic, it is named as Nipata. That's it. Then Pradayaha, Pradi is mentioned in this topic. Pradi, all these 22 Pradis are named as Nipata. Okay. Chadi was mentioned in that topic, that is named as Nipata. Okay. This is Chadi. Now next. Uryadi. You see here, Uryadi. This is Uryadi. Uryadi. They are also coming in that topic. They are also named as Nipata. So all these words are named as Nipata. There are few more words which will be created later with some rules. That Shukli Karoti, Patapata Karoti, all those words are derived using different pratyas, Chui pratyaya and this Dach pratyaya. With those words they are derived, and those words will be used with Kriya Pada. Patapata Karoti, Shukli Karoti. Actually, it is supposed to be written like this. If at all I write, here I am writing. Shukli Karoti. Shukli Karoti, that's how we see. So Shukli Karoti, when it is written, it is supposed to be written like this. Shukli remains different and Karoti remains different. But in writing nowadays, because they will come always together, so that's why we write them together, but they are separate. Now this Shukli word is derived using some pratyaya. Okay. Now this Shukli word does not come any one of these in any one of these groups, which Chadi, not Pradi, not in Uryadigana. It is different. Now that is derived, but again, whatever the pratyay is used for that derivation of that particular word, because of that pratyay, that word is also named as Nipata. Why? Because it will be discussed in this topic. Yes, Swamiji.
Alright. There is one word which comes hetu karoti. Is it similar to this shukli karoti?
Hetu karoti.
Hetu dirgha.
Yes.
Hetu karoti. And
Ye
hetu shabda is harasva.
yes, Swamiji. Yes, Swamiji.
It is similar.
Yes, Swamiji. This is Chui Pratyay only.
Okay. Okay, thanks.
So these are the shabdas which are taken from here. Means these are the ganas, and these all words are named as Nipata because they are discussed in this particular topic. Okay. Pragrishwaran Nipataha. So Chadi is mentioned in this topic, Pradi is mentioned in this topic, Uryadi is mentioned in this topic, therefore they are named as Nipata. That's it. Okay, this is one name. Then keep it aside. That is common name. Anytime we can use that particular name to refer these words. So anywhere if some word comes like U will come, and then Nau, like that it will come in this Bhashya, etc. Nau. Then this or this Re, Rai. Now this not all will come always, but this Eva, Evam, Nunam. These words will come again and again. Why? Now they will be named or mentioned as Nipata. This is Nipata. Nipata, why it is Nipata? Because it is coming any one of these groups. Therefore it is named as Nipata. Okay. Second, Pradi is also mentioned. So Pradi 22 are also Nipata. Here 22. Now we are focusing on this Pradi. Pradi 22. They are coming in this particular topic. Therefore they are Nipata. So Nipata Saudhnya is given to Pradi 22 because it is coming in this particular topic or this particular area. Now, why this Pradi is coming here? There is another reason to name those Pradi again second time. So one, because they are coming, therefore Nipata Saudhnya is automatically assigned to them. Now again separately they are named. What? When they will come in the connection of Kriya Pada, then they will also be called Upasarga. Okay, because they are discussed in this topic, they are Nipata. Because if at all they come in the connection of Kriya Pada, then they will be named as Upasarga. So there is a chance of being this Pradi used separately, different from Kriya Pada. Okay, not in the connection of always it will be used, but separately also will be used. When it is used separately, it is not Upasarga. When it is used with Kriya, then only it is named as Upasarga. Okay, this is second name given to Upasarga. One first name is Nipata, second name is Upasarga. Now let's come to the third name. Same 22 Upasargas, they are named as Gati. Okay, so 22 Upasargas, common name is Nipata, special name is Upasarga, another special name is Gati. What is the difference or what is the criteria for this Upasarga Saudhnya and Gati Saudhnya? There is only one criteria. What is that? Kriya Yoga. When they are in the relation of Kriya, then they are named as Gati and So at the same time, it has nipata, it has upasarga, and it has gati saudhnya. That much we have to remember. Now, this topic is clear now. Three saudhnyas.
If nipata and upasarga are fine, so what is the difference between upasarga and gati sanya when both are used for the same kriya pada?
So upasarga has different prayojana and gati has different prayojana. Upasarga saudhnya, this particular saudhnya, will be used for particular changes in the words. Letters. And gati saudhnya will be useful in the cases of changing the swara. Udatta, anudatta, swarita. So suppose in order to turn that na into na, for those type of cases, this upasarga saudhnya is required. Using upasarga saudhnya, in some cases, Maharshi Panini will turn that na into na. Anatva vidhana will happen. This is one example I am giving. There are some other purposes also, but this is one that clearly that na turns into na. And using gati saudhnya, he will do the work of swara, where we are supposed to do udatta, where we are supposed to do anudatta, where we are supposed to not do udatta or anudatta, just everything will be swarita, something like that. Gatirgata, this is one sutra. Nighata, this work will come when karaka prakarana will come. But these are the two very broad works of nipata saudhnya and gati saudhnya. Nipata saudhnya will be useful for natva and gati saudhnya will be used for swara karya. This is the difference. Same entity, same 22 words, they are named as upasarga for the natva karya. Same 22 words, they are named as gati for swara karya. Clear?
Yes, ji.
Now, what is the prayojan of nipata saudhnya? So the prayojan of nipata saudhnya is to name them avyayas. So whatever is named as nipata will be named as or will be considered as avyaya. So everything which is named as nipata is avyaya. It is indeclinable. It will not be declined. Topic Pragrishwaran nipataha. So in that we discussed this upasarga, then chadigana, upasarga, uryadigana, then all these many things. Uryadigana, pradigana, chadigana, these things we saw. These are named as nipata, and because they are named as nipata, they will be considered as avyaya. Najatu kama kamanam, this is the word here. Najatu kama kamanam, upabhogena shamyati, nahi nahi rakshati dukrikarane, this is nahi. Nochet is the word we use. Okay. Now they are named as avyaya or they are considered as avyaya. There is again this Swaradi. Did I show you Swaradi? Swaradi. Swaradi is not mentioned. Chadigana is coming. Swaradi is not discussed in Pradi, this Pragrishwaran Nipataha. So it is mentioned separately in Sutra that Swaradigana words and Chadigana and Swaradigana words and whatever is named as Nipata are considered as Avyaya. So Avyaya Saudhnya is assigned because of Nipata Saudhnya. Just three. Again, I will summarize. Nipata Saudhnya causes Avyayatva. The Upasarga Saudhnya causes Natva Vidhi. And Gati Saudhnya causes Swara Karya. Okay. Now, another prayojan of this Gati Saudhnya is current work. Gati Karaketara Purvapadanam na ishyate. So it should be Gati Saudnyaka, then only the Yan Karya will happen, otherwise will not happen. So Gati Saudnya is used here. The Prayojana of Gati Saudnya is not just Swara Karya, but here also it is used. That using Gati Saudnya, some work is assigned. Correct. So this is clear what is Gati Saudnya.
Yes.
Now, here we were. Shuddha Dhiyo. Gatikarकेतर पूर्वपदानां गतिकारकेतर पूर्वपदस्य यण न इष्यते. Karaka is over. Gati Saudnya we have seen. Now the example of Gati Saudnya we will see. One example we had seen here. Pradhyayati iti pradhihi. Now Sudhyayati iti sudhihi. Here pra and su, both of these are Gati Saudnyaka. So Sudhi, here also what will happen? Yan Adesha will happen just like it happened in the Pradhi. Pradhihi pradhyo pradhyaha. We did Yan Adesha by using Eranekacho Sanyoga Purvasya. There also Achishnu Dhatu Bhuvain Voriyam was Prapta, but that was Badhita by Eranekacho Sanyoga Purvasya. It is Anekach Anga, and there is Dhatu at the end, Dhatu ending with Ikar, which is not preceded by Dhatu Avayava Sanyoga. Okay. Now Sudhi is the Shabda. Here also the Yang Adesha is Prapta, but Eranekacho Sanyoga Purvasya comes and it says that no need of doing Yang Adesha, Yan Adesha will happen. And here also Gatikaraketara Purvapadasya Yan na Ishtate. This is again supportive. This Vartika is there. Now taking this word, we will go to the next sutra. Let's read the next sutra. Nabhu sudhiyoh, nabhu sudhiyoh, nabhu sudhiyoh, na bhu sudhiyoh yan. This is okay. Here Eranekacho Sanyoga Purvasya Inoyan. From this Inoyan, we have not seen this sutra. Inoyan, that will happen in Subanta Prakriya, we will see this sutra. Yan Adesha. Yan is coming in this Eranekacho Sanyoga Purvasya from 81st sutra. Now Eranekacho Sanyoga Purvasya Yan. Bhu Sudhiyoho Yan Na. In the case of Bhu and Sudhi, these two shabdas, Yan Adesha, which is Prapta by Eranekacho Sanyoga Purvasya, will not happen. Then what will happen? Achishnu Dhatu Bhuvain Voriyam. Path is clear for Achishnu Dhatu Bhuvain Voriyam. So that will happen. Eranekacho Sanyoga Purvasya was stopping this sutra, but Nabhu Sudhiyoho sutra comes and it says that no, in the case of Bhu and Sudhi Shabda, this Yan Adesha is not expected. Do not do it. So we will not do it. Let's come to the Sudhi Shabda. Sudhi. First, Sudha E O. Ikoyanachi was Prapta, then Prathamayoho Purva Savarnaha, then Dirghajyasicha, then after Achishnu dhatu bhruvaing yoringongau. Then Achishnu dhatu bhruvaing yoringongau was badhita by eranekachu sanyoga purvasya yan was prapta. Again nabhu sudhiyoho sutra comes and it says that no, do not do the yan in the case of sudhi shabda. Then what will we do? Achishnu dhatu bhruvaing yoringongau. This sutra only will be applicable. जनुनासिक इत धी यो. Remaining is just same, no changes. This is clear?
Yes.
Just same, just like dhi shabda, we have to decline this. Sudhihi, sudhiyau, sudhiyah, sudhiyam, sudhiyau, sudhiyah, sudhiya, sudhiye, sudhiyah, sudhiyah, sudhiyi, sudhiyoho, sudhiyoho, sudhiyam. No nut agama will happen. This is pullinga shabda. Then he sudhihi. No hrasva adesha will happen because it is not nadi saudnyaka. He sudhiyav, he sudhiyah. Everywhere iyang adesha will happen. No any other changes. So I didn't explain the vritti. Yan na syat. This is the main thing. Kasya yan na syat. Etayoho bhu sudhi yoho. Bhu sudhiyoho. This sudhiyoho is just like just as it is taken from here. Sudhiyoho. Na bhu sudhiyoho. Bhu sudhi. In the case of these two words, yan na ishyate. Then what will happen? Achishnu dhatu bhuvaing yoringongau. This sutra only will be applicable. Achi. When this yan is not supposed to happen, so achi in the case of ach. Now sudhi shabda, this su is gati saudnyaka. So by rule, yan adesha is prapta, but it is not done in the case of sudhi, this particular shabda. Whereas in the case of pradhi, it will happen. Now pradhi, pra is gati saudnyaka. Sudhi, su is also gati saudnyaka, but specifically it is mentioned that it will not happen. This is going to come. We'll see. This bhu example we will see, but later when it will come we will see. For now just sudhi we will take. This varshap vascha etc. we will see. So sudhi shabda is clear and this sutra.
Yes.
Now let's come to the next. Sudhiyav, sudhiyah, ityadi. This ityadi is these examples. Everywhere no changes, just simple. Next is sukham ichchati iti sukhihi. There is one prakarana we are going to see. That prakarana is named as Nama Dhatu Prakarana. Okay? Nama Dhatu Prakarana, where Nama means the noun is converted into Dhatu. Okay? So generally a little bit different prakriya. There are around 2000 dhatus. Those dhatus are only declined in lakaras. Correct. And the derived form is used as kriyapada. A derived form is used as noun. But one particular set of roots is there. Now again, we can create new roots by using nouns. So that particular process is called nama dhatu prakarana, where nama means noun, is converted into dhatu, and then it will be declined. So how? That is, there is one set of pratyas, kyach, kamyach, kyang, kyash. These are the pratyas which will be used to convert noun into dhatu. Now, how that happens, this one particular prakriya I have written. It is given in Bhaimi also, but this is little bit in short. I will show. This is the sentence. Sukham atmanah ichchati. The one, the process of desiring sukha. Now the one who desires for sukha is sukhi. That is the word which we have derived from this particular dhatu. Now how this dhatu is made? So in the sense of this, okay, in the sense of sukham atmanah ichchati, sukham atmanah ichchati, in this sense, this kyach pratyaya comes in front of sukham word. In the sense, this is called, what I highlighted here, sukham atmana ichchati, is vritti. Is one of the vritti. Vritti is something. I'm just going little bit quickly one to another topic, but somewhere you can up in IMP note you can write down what is vritti, where a particular set of words coming together when gives one complete sense. A set of words coming together when gives a particular or new complete sense. That is called vritti. So sukham atmanah ichchati, this particular phrase, this group of words coming together gives one complete sense. So those words will be combined, or some process, grammatical process will be practiced on these words, and a new word will be created out of this. Okay. So one thing is vritti, where the different words, they come together and they give one new complete sense. That is called vritti. This sukham atmanah ichchati, this particular group of words coming together gives one complete sense. In that sense, in this sense, what is the sense here? Complete sense. The desire of sukha for one's self. Okay. One person is desiring for sukha. That is the sense. And in this sense, this particular sukham shabda and ichchati, this shabda, and atmana, all these shabdas are coming together, and they are ready to give one new complete sense. And in this sense, for this particular sense, in the accomplishment of this sense, what is coming? This particular pratyay is coming. Kech pratyay is coming. Where will it come? It will come after that sukham word. Okay, because sukham is being desired here. In this sense, this kech pratyay is happening. Now see, kech pratyay is happening in the complete sense of this particular statement, and this particular statement is called vritti. Now what is this vritti? This particular, there will be different types of vritti. One of those vrittis is sanadi vritti. Sanadi vritti. Okay, this is sanadi. Now sanadi vritti, why sanadi? There is a set of pratyats, san, kech, kamyach, kyang, kyash. These are the yak, young, these are ning. This set of pratyas are called sanadi pratyas. So all those pratyas will come in one particular sense. That sense is complete sense of a group of words coming together. Okay, this chain. Now this sanadi vritti, this vritti sanadi vritti, catch comes under sanadi. When catch comes under sanadi, after whatever word that catch comes, with that catch, first word becomes a dhatu. So sukham, after that sukham, catch pratyay was brought in the sense of what? In the sense of atmanah ichhati, desires for himself. In this sense, catch was brought after sukha shabda. Now, that whole group sukham catch. Now this is the situation in front of us. Sukham and catch. This group of words is named as dhatu. Okay, this whole group. Just forget about this plus symbol. Sukha catch. Is Dvitiya Vibhakti Pratyaya. Sukham word you have to just see. Sukham. If at all we split it, then Sukha, Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekvachana Pratyaya, and catch. This is the set in front of us. This whole group is named as dhatu, by which sutra Sanadyanta Dhatavah. Wherever you will see the Sanadi Pratyaya in front of any word, that Pratyaya and that word whole together will be named as what? Dhatu. So this Sukham catch, this whole group is named as dhatu. Okay. Now Sukham is in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Sukham is in Dvitiya Vibhakti. Catch is Pratyaya. Okay. Sukham is in Dvitiya Vibhakti. What will happen to Dvitiya Vibhakti of this Sukham, which is separated here? It will disappear. Okay. This is Sutra, which will be repeated. This Supo Dhatu Pratipadiko, it will be repeated in Samasa Prakarana. After again and again and again, it will be repeated. So here also, Supo Dhatu Pratipadiko is coming here. Whatever is named as dhatu. Now we have named this whole group as dhatu. Correct. Now, which is vibhakti pratyaya, is a part of whole dhatu here. This is new definition of dhatu. We had seen one definition of dhatu. Bhuvadayo dhatavah. Bhu etc. are named as dhatu. That we had seen. This is second definition of dhatu. Not only bhuvadis are dhatu. Bhuvadis are those which are mentioned in dhatu pata. Now this is not something which is mentioned in dhatu pata. And again it is named as dhatu. How? By this sutra. If you find kech pratyay at the end of any word, that will be named as dhatu. So sukha kech, this whole set is named as dhatu now. Now which is vibhakti pratyaya, is a part of whole dhatu here. That part, the pratyaya which is a part of dhatu or pratipadika, the part of pratipadika we will see later. Here it is named as dhatu, and which is dvitiya vibhakti ekvachana pratyaya, is a part of that whole dhatu. What will happen to that? That will disappear. So supo dhatu pratipadika, this sutra tells that. So what remains? Sukha kyach remains. Sukha and kyach remains. Next, ka and cha, both of these things will disappear by lashakva tadhite halantim tasya. Now in front of us there is sukha ya. Sukha ya. Now see, original word has remained now. Sukha was the pratipadika, was vibhakti pratyaya, has disappeared now. Sukha has remained. Ya is there of kyach. Again remember, this is whole. Sukha ya, this whole together is carrying dhatu name with it. Okay, Sukhaya. Now the of Sukha turns into E. This Kechicha Sutra is there. Sukha ya turns into Sukha E ya. Okay, Sukha E ya. Together, put together, Sukhiya. Sukhiya. Okay, Sukhiya is the Shabda now after doing all this process, we have got this is dhatu. This is dhatu. Now, this is not mentioned in dhatu patha nowhere. It is derived. So any shabda, using any shabda, we can derive different new dhatu. We can create new dhatus and we can declare. So famous is putram atmanah ichchati. Putram atmanah ichchati, the one who desires for son is called iti putriyati. Okay. Now putriyati is the form after declining it. Sukhiyati, sukham atmanah ichchati iti. Form will be there. Now sukhiya is the dhatu now. Sukhiya will be declined. It will be derived in different dhatus. Sukhiya shabda is taken, lat lakara comes, then lat gets replaced by tip, then shab comes in between that dhatu and tip pratyaya, and then final form, the whole prakriya is mentioned here. And at the end we will get sukhiyati. Sukhiyati, lat lakara, sukhiyati, sukhiyatah, sukhiyanti, sukhiyasi, sukhiyatah, sukhiyatha, sukhiyami, sukhiyava, sukhiyama. Okay, this is how it is declined. But how sukhiya dhatu is made? Process is understood. If you no need of remembering sutras, but this is what happens in Sanskrit, that one particular noun can be converted into dhatu, and how it is converted, this is how it is converted. Okay, so example sukhiya, you found that how it is derived as dhatu. Is it clear?
Yes, Ji.
Now this is only one method we have seen. There are different methods which we will see in the Namadhatu Prakarana topic, but just to show that this is dhatu. Now sukhiyati is dhatu. Sukhiya is dhatu. The sukhiyati is the form of lat lakara. From this sukhiya, now what after this sukhiya will come the kvip pratyaya here. Sukhiya dhana kvip. Okay. Now what we are doing? We took one noun, just for some time you can ignore this. We took for one noun. Using that noun, we derive or we created a dhatu. Okay, using that sukha shabda, sukha is a noun, nama. We created a dhatu. Now using that, because it is created using nama, therefore it is called nama dhatu. Okay, it is created, it is named as nama dhatu. Now again from that nama dhatu, we are creating another nama. Okay, sukha, from sukha nama we created sukhiya dhatu. From sukhiya dhatu we will create sukhi nama. Okay, from sukha, sukhiya dhatu. From sukhiya dhatu we are going to create sukhi, this particular noun, name, nama again. Okay, now this sukhi, one point we have to remember, sukhi, this sukhi is different from sukhi in shabda, the general sukhi shabda. That meaning of sukhi, that sukhin pratipadika is happy, happy person, happy. Whereas this particular shabda, which is coming from sukha shabda in the vritti of kyach, where the sense is atmanah ichchati. So the one who desires for sukha, sukham atmanah ichchati iti sukhi, which is created using the sukhiya dhatu. Sukhiya dhatu which was created using sukha shabda, sukha nama. Okay, this order you keep in mind. Now sukhiya, kvip, and the again so far we were using dhyayati iti dhihi. So there we had already taken the quip pratyaya. The process was mentioned. Here is the process of this sukhiyati. Okay, sukhiya shabda quip pratyakam sukhi a, that a disappears, ato lopah. Now this I can't explain this. I can explain, but this is huge. Ardha dhatuka. There one saudhnya will come in tinganta prakriya. Ardha dhatuka, sarodhatuka. Because of some reason, because of this quip pratyay only, that a disappears from sukhiya. Then ya also disappears by lopo vyorvali. Okay? This also will come in the tinganta prakriya. A disappears, ya disappears. Again, sukhi shabda remains. Okay. Then wa of quip pratyay, that also disappears. So quip pratyay generally means quip pratyay disappears only. Nothing remains of quip. So quip disappeared. Along with its own disappearance, it made a also to disappear and ya also to disappear. Nothing, just sukhi shabda remained. Now this sukhi shabda is dirgha ikaranta and pullinga. Sukham atmanah icchati, sukhi dirgha ikaranta pullinga shabda. This is how we have derived. Now this word we need to decline. Okay, this is the word in front of us. Sukhi dhana su. Sukhi dhana su. Here is sukham ichchati iti sukhi. Sukham ichchati iti sukhi. Sukham atmanah ichchati iti sukhi. Sukham ichchati iti sukhi. Now that is the meaning of sukhi. What is the meaning of sukhi? The one who desires for sukha is called sukhi. And sukhi, the one who is happy, is called sukhi. Sukhi, how it is declined now? Dhana su. Upadeshe jano nasikait. Sa will remain. Sa sajusho ruhu. Sa will turn into ru. Then ra, the ru will turn into ra. Upadeshe jano nasikait. Again, ukara will disappear. Ra will remain. Sukhir. Ra will turn into visarga. Kharavasanayur visarjaniya. Will get form sukhi. Done. Sukhi is clear.
Yes, ji.
So the so far whatever we saw till this sukhi form, everything is clear, na? The nama dhatu etc.
Yes, ji. Yes.
Now the sutihi, what you see, is same. Okay, sutihi is also same. Sutam atmanah ichchati iti sutihi. Sutam atmanah ichchati iti sutihi. Clear? This is clear.
Yes.
Now, sukhyau, sutyau, द्वितीय प्रथम भक्ति द्विवचन. Sukhi. Oh, the same sequence we have to follow. This what? Iko yanachi. Then prathamayo purva savarnaha. Then dirghajyasi cha. Then achishnu dhatu bhuvai voriyamau. Then erene kacho sanyoga purvasya. Then sukhyau. Sukhyah. Yam. Yau. here the sukhin will not happen. What might be the reason?
Now will get local.
Sukhin form is not there. What might be the reason?
Like the na becomes lopa, like in Sakhi Shabda. Is it like that?
No, Sakhi, it was there. Anyway, you can find out the reason for that. Let's come to the this. Till this, till Panchami Bhakti, Ekvachana form. This is the prakriya. Sukhi hi sukhyau sukhyah sukhyam sukhyau sukhyah sukhya sukhibhyam sukhibhi sukhye sukhibhyam sukhibhyah. Same. Now the form is, I will write here. Sukhyuhu is the form. Okay. Now why? What is the reason? If you remember, this sutra we had seen. Khatyat parasya is here. Yes, Swamiji.
This tasmat chaso na pumsi.
Yes, tasmat chaso na pumsi is the sutra for nakar. But that will not be applicable.
Yeah.
Because we are tasmat chaso na pumsi requires purva savarna dirgha, which we have not done, so it will not be applicable. Now, Khatyat parasya, this particular sutra, we had seen in the Sakhin Shabda. Sakhi Shabda we had seen. In Sakhi Shabda, Khatyat parasya sutra had come, where Panchami and Shashti Vibhakti Ekvachana, Nasi and Nas Pratyay they were there in front of it. We had turned that Akara into Ukara. So there was Sakhi Shabda and Nasi Shabda was the Nasi Pratyay was there. Sakhi Nasi E now will disappear. E will also disappear. Shakwa Tadhite. Then Janu Nasi Lopa. Now here Sakhi Dhana As he will turn into ya by which sutra? This is Sakhi Shabda. Sakhiya, Sakha, Sakhayo, Sakhaya, Sakhayam, Sakhayo, Sakhin. Sakhya, Sakhibhyam, Sakhibi, Sakhya, Sakhibhyam, Sakhibi. That we had seen. Hraswa Ikaranta Shabda, which does not get Hisaudnya. That Shabda, Panchami Bhakti Ekvachan form we are declining. Simple. E and A. Which sandhi will happen here? Ya. Yanadesh will happen. By which by which rule? Because that time we had seen that sutra only. yanachi. Okay, by iko yanachi yana adesha happen. Now, so kh, ya, turns into u. Ul is khatyat parasya. What is this? The word. Now let's come to here. The work is happening here, and then at the end we get the form sakyuhu. Sakyuhu. Correct. Now here the sutra is here. Khiti shabdabhyam. Khiti shabdabhyam. This is the Sakhi Shabda, original Sakhi Shabda. The Sakhi Shabda was ending with Hraswa Ikara. So, Khi Shabdat, and Pati Shabda was ending with Hraswa Ti. Sakhi Shabda was ending with Hraswa Hi. These two words, these two examples we saw, and we had kept this Khiti Shabdabhyam. And the word ends with Dirgha Ikaranta Khi and Dirgha Ikara with Ta, Ti. These two examples we had not seen. This is the time for their examples. Okay. Same process will happen. Our example here now is Sakhi instead of Sakhi. Here it is Sukhi. Correct. Here only we had come. Sukhi Dhana Ngasi. Sukhi Dhana Ngasi. Sukha I Dhana Ngasi. Now will disappear, us will remain, E also will disappear. Reason is Lashakwa Tadhite. Then Deshe Janu Nasika It Asya Lopaha. Now here, what will happen here?
The Pararupa Adi.
No.
That is, first it will have Utva.
How Utva will happen?
Kyatyat Parasya.
No. Khatyat Parasya. In this stage, Khatyat Parasya is not applicable. Reason is this. नसिंहसोः अतः उत्स्यात्. नसिंहसोः अकारस्य उकारः स्यात्. नसि प्रत्ययस्य नस् प्रत्ययस्य च अकारस्य उकारः स्यात्. But when कृत यणादेशात्, yanadesha is supposed to be done before turning that akara of ukar, means that is required, that is the requirement. So yanadesha will happen first. So E will turn into ya. But why? Which sutra? No. No. Now this is dhatu. So ikoyanachi was prapta. Then achishnu dhatu bhuvaingoriam came. That dhatu angasya ajadi pratyay pare yam adeshostah. This is dhatu and ikara is anga of it. So ikara and ukara of dhatu, when it is followed by ajadi pratyaya, will be replaced by iyang and uang adesha. So iyang adesha was prapta. Eranekacho sanyoga purvasya. Yanadesha happens, it stops the application of iyang adesha, and yanadesha happens eranekacho sanyoga purvasya. It is anekacha anga, it is asanyoga dhatva sanyoga purva ikaranta. So yan adesha only will happen. Purvasya. That's it. Now Sukhya Krita Yanadeshabhyam. So this is Yanadesha is Krita. Sukhya Us. Ukara we turned into Ukara. Sutra is Parasya. Now Sukhu. Sakara will turn into Ru, Sasayusho Ruhu, Rutva, then Visarga. Karavasanayor Visarjaniya. Ra will turn into Visarga, we'll get Sukhyuhu. Same process will happen for Shashti Vibhakti Ekvachana. Then remaining forms are same. So those remaining forms will decline in next class. This form is clear. The prakriya is clear.
Yes.
Yes.
Should we do Shanti Path, Swamiji?
Yes.
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om.
Narayan,
Yes, Swamiji.
I think it will be a good idea just to revise some of these, whatever we covered today, just in brief, or maybe on Saturday, we are not having any revision classes anymore, right?
Not having.
But because everybody is busy, I guess. Others are interested? Anybody is available? Same time slot?
Saturday. Swamiji, Saturday I have.
Yes, Swamiji.
But yes, I mean, yes, you are available. Yes, you are busy.
Available.
Or Narayan is available.
I am available, Swamiji. Saturday. What is the date?
This slot. This Saturday is 30th.
30th. Yes, Swamiji, I am available.
So, I think we should maybe just review last few sutras or main, whatever you think, just important aspect. You don't have to repeat the whole thing. Maybe whatever we have covered in last 2-3 classes, just
Yes,
highlight
Swamiji.
that in 1 hour. Okay.
Yes, Swamiji. All the this Ekaranta, there is something very
Yes.
complex. Yeah. We will revise.
Okay.
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 Hari Om. Hari Om.